All right, Jedi Monk here for another message. This video I am going to title From Darkness to Light, and hopefully I'll be able to convey some meaningful information that can help many people who are confounded, confused, stuck in a place of darkness from their past, their karmic debts that keep them wrapped up in a place of ignorance and despair. And how it works is this: there is a God, source, creator, higher power. It does not care what you call it, only that you call it. And in order to bring oneself into alignment with this source, creator, God, and stand in the divine light, the protective, nurturing, healing divine light, and become a conduit of that light, there's a few things we're going to have to do. One, we're going to have to look at our truth, our reality, not our denials, not our illusions, not our self-deceptions and all the BS we like to feed ourselves. All those masks that we portray to the world that are total bullshit are going to have to come off. Now, for the narcissist, this is going to be very challenging. This will attack your ego that I even suggest this, and you've probably just now clicked off of the video. Sayonara. Unfortunate for you. But for those who have been hurt, betrayed, who have also hurt and betrayed others, the path forward into that light is to come to terms with our history, every wrong thing we have ever done to the collective of humanity, be it by commission or omission. We will want to gather all that information and be prepared to find a very spiritual person who understands that this is not about judging, but this is about helping another soul to level up, to be rid of the demonic attachments that they've gathered and collected through sexual activity, immorality, and perversions. And then we're going to want to confess all those things before God, before another human being, and we're going to ask God for guidance and help and strength and forgiveness, right? And the reason why we have to come to the truth and the reality is this: God does not exist in illusion or denial or self-deception. You'll find the great deceiver there. The great deceiver loves all of that, but God's not there. We find God in truth and in reality and in now. And in that, we can begin to atone for those harms that we have caused others. In some cases, we can make corrective actions and make amends, make genuine apologies from the heart in our healing process, and even elaborating as much. I'm here to work on my healing so that I can be a better human being. And what I've done to you is wrong. That kind of thing. If you have a good spiritual advisor, they can help you in these matters, and you should counsel them before you go and talk to anyone to try to make amends. If you owe someone money, it would be good to restore them what is theirs. And so we no longer take from this world anything more than we are already giving into it, right? And as this process begins to unfold with humility, and we change our actions and behavior so that they no longer align with the old self, the one in delusion and denial and deception, and we're humbly on our knees in prayer often and meditation, we will begin to ease into the divine light and into that protective space. And therein, we become protected from all evil. And this is a promise. The Bible is full of these promises and full of this expression of empowerment through God. But we have to be of God and seek God and try to align in His image, in his will, right? It's no longer our selfish, self-centered will that we're trying to use. We're trying to find, what is God's will for me in my life, and how can I best demonstrate that and perform that? And the interesting thing is that self-will has often led to unforeseen consequences. We've caused so much harm in the lives of others and ourselves as well, and it doesn't serve God. But when we align with God's will, our free will, then that becomes a perfect expression. We begin to use our higher power, our higher abilities, our gifts then begin to manifest with the perfect consequences. And those consequences are the type that make you feel comfortable about resting your head at night in good conscience, and upon awakening you feel the gratitude for being alive and being in this greater potential that we all have. Jesus taught this many times in so many of the parables and stories. He was giving us the example. The kingdom to heaven is not just saying, oh, take me away and beam me up or anything like that. It's about every action that we take in this life. That is the way to the kingdom of heaven, which is not when we die or Judgment Day. Judgment Day is now. Judgment Day is every day. Every moment is Judgment Day. The question is, where are we? Where are we in relation to that reality? Are we in truth, where God is? Are we humbling ourselves? Are we trying to make corrective measures as soon as we make an error and ask for forgiveness? And God is merciful, compassionate, forgiving. I don't care how far down the scale you have gone. If you reach out and ask for help in sincerity, God is there. He is there. He will pull you out of that abyss. I know from experience. And so, from darkness to light, then in the light you can begin to live a life beyond your wildest imaginings. Whatever you could think up, God will demonstrate something even greater for you, even better for you. And the other thing is that we have to be of service to the collective of humanity. We are all part of this bridge that spans time from the beginning of the creation of mankind into the future and to our end, or whatever the case may be. We make up that bridge right now, today, as our ancestors did before us. And the progress that we enjoy today was off the backs of our ancestors before us, who held up the bridge for humanity. Now is our time. Now is our time. And there is far too much darkness in the world. Too many sex cults, covens, perversions, black magic, warlocks, all these grotesque, disgusting groups who manipulate spiritual power and feed off of the souls of humanity and oppress and enslave and torture and torment. There's enough of that. You want to break out of that? You want to become free from any of that? Then you're going to want to follow the steps that I've outlined. 1, we turn to God. Please help me. That's it. Please help me. Please guide me. Next, we want to believe and trust that He will. And then next, we want to surrender to Him. And then we want to atone and come to the truth of who we are, where we've been, and what we've done. All the harms we have caused others. And confess that. And ask God, please help me. I don't want to be this person anymore. Please take these things from me that have blocked me from you and from others, and being a force of good in this world, in this experience, in this time, as I am a part of the human bridge. Let me not be a part of the harms that undermine to destroy humanity, but please, God, let me serve to thy good. And then, as we can make amends and corrective measures to others, It's not on us whether they accept or not. That is between them and their higher power. And it's for us to keep our side of the street clean. Keep our side of the street clean day after day. And in time, because it is a process, things will begin to turn around. Sometimes quickly for us, sometimes slowly. But the moral of the story is that we can be so much more than we are in this process. And pray and meditate. Pray and meditate. This is so important. Tune out of the world and all of its clamorings. Find time for yourself and God and be there. And additionally, we want to help others. We want to be of service. Give selflessly with no expectation of return. When we do that, a whole new sense of purpose will begin to fill us. We will find that we do have value. We do have a sense of purpose. We can contribute to others and the collective of humanity in a meaningful way, in addition to the bridge that spans all time. Sorry, I'm getting a little sweaty here. I had to turn off my AC so it wasn't making all the background racket. But being of service, and there's boundaries to that as well. You're not there to be used and manipulated. That doesn't serve you or God or others. And so it's a process, and this process will unfold within you, and God will guide you. You will hear that still small voice, and it will guide you and lead you and show you the way. It will put things in front of you at random moments and times and random places. You'll see coincidences abound all around you. You will be able to look in the mirror and not revile that creature that stares back at you, but look at them and realize, oh my God, you are a divine creation. There has never been a me. There never will be another me. I am me, and I am here, and I am now, and I am deserving of love, of light, of forgiveness, of compassion, of mercy, and grace. Because none of us are perfect. We weren't given the instruction manual when we got here. So it's on us to take the steps that will change our lives radically. And as it does so, our ripple that we send out into this dimension, into this place, it will affect the lives of everyone around us in a healing way. Whereas before, in the delusion, denial, and darkness and lies that we try to tell the world and ourselves, the ripple we send out then is a disturbance. It's not resonance, it's dissonance. And now, as we change and grow, our ripple becomes one of resonance. We begin to harmonize with the universe around us and flow with it as it flows with us. And it is one of the most beautiful, profound places any of you can be. So if you can appreciate this video, if you've hung on this long, know that what I'm telling you, these are promises. If you can do those things, you will know a new reality, and one that you will never be ashamed of. And you will ever be glad you did, that you'd made those measures, those corrective measures in this life. And until then, I pray for you one and all. I send out love and tolerance to all. I hold no grudges on the past. I call back all my energies, and all my soul ties and cords have been cut, and all have been released, so that I may step freely and forward as the divine being that God created me to be. And that is what I wish for you. Thank you. Take care. Please like, share, subscribe, and if you do like it, try to share it so it can get out there to help others. More people need this message. More people to bring them from darkness to light. God bless.